there is no other beef producing nation in the world, I'm assuming, that slaps these warning labels on their own product. Is that correct? Are we the one, nation doing this?
Yeah, and to this extent anyways, like these cigarette style sort of warning, different countries will have different regulations as far as how to display nutrient information or where food is sourced from or the cut of. So there are sort of grading mechanisms and labels in other countries. But this country, we have a whole bunch of firsts, whether it's Bill C-11, some of these other restrictions that are coming down, this dangerous labeling on beef, the banning of e-cigarettes. There's a whole bunch of sort of firsts, or at least near firsts. And these aren't the sort of precedent-setting moves Canada wants to make. Canada used to be a precedent-setting as far as quality of life, affordability, cleanliness, all of these sort of markers that drew people in. Now, under Justin Trudeau, those sort of accomplishments of whether you like some of the prime ministers of the past or not, the relative ineptitude is staggering, because there's the scandals that would have undone past prime ministers. Well, Trudeau has lapsed them and lapped them several times in his relatively short stint here. He's doing sort of untold damage, and he's a world leader, but not in categories that most of us likely would endorse or be in favor of.
One last question, Adam. The beef farmers and their association, they're surely pushing back against this. My query to you, my friend, is, are these labels a done deal? There's no negotiation. It's going through. Or do you think there can be a reversal of this insane policy of labeling beef as being akin to cigarettes?
I'm hoping that there can be a reversal, but the sad fact is, whenever there's something glaringly irrational that's being done by this Liberal government, with the NDP propping them up, it seems to just be happening. C-11 has drawn, and I'm jumping to another bill though that just recently seems to be coming into fruition without much opposition. As long as the NDP is ramping up the Liberals with some of this madness, these things are going to continue happening, and sadly, maybe these beef folks will get together and rally and apply enough pressure, like we've seen dairy unions and other groups do, that they'll be able to have some impact. But it seems to me, much along with the firearms restrictions that are coming in, with the freedom of speech and censorship bills that are coming in, with all those garnering overt opposition from hippies and conservatives, rednecks, beatniks, like whoever, that's garnered international concern, and that still went through. I think we're hard pressed to see this overturned, but that doesn't mean we're stopping. I've reached out to a bunch of sort of beef producers. We're hoping to follow this story at length. We have some really great shirts actually on the Rebel News store on this. One says "Free the Beef," one has a cute little steer, and it says "I don't need a label." So if you want to support the beef industry and ranchers, you can grab one of those shirts. But I do want to encourage people, because political pressure does work. If nothing else, the Conservative Party, they have their leadership race underway. It would be great to see one of those candidates, one of those people who may be the prime minister following Justin Trudeau, sort of taking this on as part of their campaign moving forward. So I do encourage everyone to go to freethebeef.ca, sign that petition as well. Just pressure does work, and it does matter. So maybe this is going to get forced through. Maybe this is going to be a fait accompli, but that doesn't mean that after the fact we can't reverse, retract, and make those necessary changes to stand up for Alberta beef and to stand up for Western ranchers.
And Adam, you make a great point. And here's my personal fantasy. Wouldn't it be great if millions of Canadians from coast to coast decide, you know what, I'm going to upscale my purchase of beef. I'm going to buy more, not less, because of these warning labels. Wouldn't it be so beautiful, my friend, if this was a complete backfire? It has to be their policy reason for doing this is to lower consumption, because, hey, it's bad for us. Wouldn't it be just so wonderful and jolly, Adam, if the reverse happened and beef sales surged? Last word goes to you, my friend.
I think it would be absolutely incredible, to your point, if some of those great burger places out there, places that have like these monstrosity, gigantic burgers that no one can finish, I want a burger place somewhere in Alberta, somewhere in Canada, to do a Trudeau burger challenge, and it's like a 36-ounce gigantic just beef fiasco that people travel far and wide to eat. One, it would show Trudeau that we're not taking this, and two, well, that's a heck of a lot of beef consumed. So, shoot me an email if you're a diner and you decide to do that.
Hey folks, that was an excerpt from my show, Rebel Roundup. Now, to get the full meal deal, why not go to Rebel News Plus, sign up, and never miss a Rebel News Plus show in the future.